Do you know how much coffee is considered excessive to drink per day? Compared to coffee beans, do you know what potential risks and disadvantages are there for ground coffee? Do you know what the harm to the body is if the coffee machine's pipeline in restaurants or at home is not cleaned regularly? Next, let's quickly understand the effects of drinking coffee on the body from an interview conversation with a chatbot. I asked, can you talk about the effects of drinking coffee on the body's health per day? I answers, drinking coffee can help increase energy levels and improve mental activity, but excessive consumption may have adverse effects on health. If you drink coffee every day, it can lead to problems such as difficulty sleeping, muscle tremors, anxiety, and hypertension. It is recommended that the amount of coffee consumed per day should not exceed 400 milligrams, which is equivalent to about 4 cups of coffee. It is recommended that you pay attention to your body's response when drinking coffee and reduce or stop consumption in moderation to maintain good health. I ask, what is the relationship between drinking coffee every day and life expectancy? I answers, study results show that moderate coffee consumption may help prolong life. In some studies, people who drink coffee have a lower risk of death compared to those who do not drink coffee. Some studies have shown that drinking coffee may help reduce the risk of cancer, diabetes, heart disease, and cerebrovascular disease. Caffeine can improve metabolism and help reduce the risk of diabetes. Caffeine can also improve blood circulation in the brain and help reduce the risk of cerebrovascular disease. However, it should be noted that most studies are observational, so a causal relationship between drinking coffee and life expectancy cannot be determined. In addition, high caffeine intake may also have adverse effects, so it is recommended that the daily caffeine intake should not exceed 400 milligrams, about 4 cups. I ask, does adding sugar to coffee help longevity? I answers, adding sugar to coffee has not been proven to help prolong life. Instead, consuming too much sugar may increase the risk of diabetes and cardiovascular disease, which can affect life expectancy. Therefore, it is recommended to choose coffee without sugar or less sugar, and to reduce the amount of sugar consumed to maintain good health. I ask, will coffee that is ground into powder before being saved lose its flavor more easily than whole coffee beans? I answers, when saved, ground coffee may lose its flavor more easily than whole coffee beans. Because ground coffee is more susceptible to oxidation and moisture than whole coffee beans, this can cause the coffee to lose its original flavor and aroma. Studies have found that ground coffee loses its flavor and aroma more quickly when saved than whole coffee beans. Therefore, it is recommended to use ground coffee as soon as possible and to save it in a sealed container to reduce the effects of oxidation and moisture on the flavor of coffee. I ask, what is the impact on the risk of cancer and liver and kidney function caused by aflatoxins and ochratoxins produced by improper storage of coffee? I answers, aflatoxins and ochratoxins are common toxins found in coffee. They are produced by fungi in coffee beans. If coffee beans are not properly handled during production, processing, and storage, the levels of aflatoxins and ochratoxins may increase. Studies have found that long-term exposure to aflatoxins and ochratoxins may increase the risk of cancer. The studies also found that long-term exposure to these toxins may cause damage to the liver and kidneys. It is recommended to choose high-quality coffee beans and to ensure that strict hygiene standards are followed during production, processing, and storage. In addition, it is also recommended to store coffee beans in a dry, cool place to reduce the growth of fungi that produce these toxins. I ask, will ground coffee produce more aflatoxins and ochratoxins than whole coffee beans? I answers, studies have shown that ground coffee may be more likely to produce aflatoxins and ochratoxins than whole coffee beans. Because ground coffee is more susceptible to oxidation and moisture, this can increase the growth of fungi. Studies have found that ground coffee contains higher concentrations of aflatoxins and ochratoxins. Therefore, choosing coffee beans may be safer than choosing ground coffee. However, it is important to note that if coffee beans are not properly handled during production, processing, and storage, the levels of aflatoxins and ochratoxins may also increase. It is recommended to choose high-quality coffee beans and to ensure that strict hygiene standards are followed during production, processing, and storage. I ask, will coffee stain in coffee machine at restaurant or home produce aflatoxins and ochratoxins if not cleaned properly? I answers, if the coffee stain in the coffee machine is not cleaned regularly, it may increase the growth of fungi, leading to the production of aflatoxins and ochratoxins. Fungi grow faster in moist and warm environments, so if coffee machines are not cleaned properly, they may become a breeding ground for fungi. Aflatoxins and ochratoxins are produced by fungal fermentation. If there is enough moisture and food in the pipes of the coffee machine to support the growth of fungi, it may produce these toxins. Therefore, it is recommended to clean the coffee stain in the coffee machine regularly to reduce the risk of exposure to aflatoxins and ochratoxins. It is recommended to clean the coffee machine regularly and to follow the instructions of the manufacturer for maintenance to ensure the hygiene of the coffee machine. That concludes our discussion on coffee. If you have more questions or want to learn more about coffee, feel free to leave a comment below. And don't forget to like and support us. See you in the next episode.